only Web3, it's like, you support the project, you get the NFTs, then you can sell them or rent them or breed them or do whatever you want. So and challenge is the monetization, because more than 90% of the games on the traditional market, they are not monetizing, so they're like cash negative. So they are like, exposing their project to our users.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Rob from the Crypto Business Show, brought to you by Token Minds. As usual, providing valuable and inspirational content for and by founders in the crypto space, in the Web3 space. Today, I have a very special guest, Mika, who is the co founder and CEO of Arena Games, which are transforming traditional games to the blockchain. Hi, Mika. Welcome. Thank you so much.
Hi, Robbie. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Pleasure to
first,
be here.
thank you for being here. Let's dive right into your journey here, right? How did you actually? You've been in crypto for a little while, I understand. How did you get into it, and what made you inspire to start Arena Games?
Yeah, so generally speaking, I have a background in the management consulting. I've been working for more than 10 years in different companies, mostly connected with the energy related issues. And in 2017, I got introduced to the Bitcoin as one of my customers offered me to set up a Bitcoin mining facility. So we did the industrial mining. We had more than 40 clients there. We've been like actively developing this industry, and we hired some interesting guys, kept the team in house, doing experimenting some stuff related to the mining. And when the market went a bit down in 2018-19, we started also outsourcing the blockchain services to the Dubai-based companies. And in 2019, we also set up a traditional game development company called Sunbrella, developed more than 20 games, worked with the big publishers. And 2 years ago, we started looking into the NFT gaming in general. We combined our teams, both from the blockchain developers and the game developers, started developing our solution to accelerate the distribution of the traditional games to the blockchain with the software development kit that can decrease the time and cost for the game devs to expose their projects to the growing number of the players on different blockchains. So that's how more or less I got into that in this field. And yeah, I mean, I was always like looking for some problems where we could contribute and solve them. So I think we found the right fit for our expertise.
And when you say that you guys are helping Web2 kind of games to move to the blockchain, what is their main motivation to do that? What are the main benefits for traditional games to go into Web3?
Yeah, so currently in general, like when we target small and medium sized studios, their struggle also, like, for their main, let's say, challenge is the main monetization, because more than 90% of the games on the traditional market, they are not monetizing, so they're like cash negative. So they are like, exposing their project to our users, and with the new way of the monetization that is offering blockchain, like with the NFTs, with the tokens or other tooling that we have developed for them, they are experimenting and trying to acquire more users and of course monetize as well.
Okay, so it's really the monetization aspect.
Yeah, for the moment, the biggest driver is the monetization, but of course there are like other benefits, as you know, like having more fair games, like putting everything on chain. This is also like, for their games and reputation. It is also something that works well. But first question that game devs will ask you is what they can get also. I mean, what type of benefits they can get. And first question is about the monetization.
Okay, okay. And what? So you're mentioning you're mainly focusing those on the smaller publishers that are more struggling with those issues. Is there, this solution to help them monetize their content? How effective is it in that sense? What kind of expectations do you give them about that?
Yeah, so when you develop the game, you start from the gameplay, then you add all this stuff like related to the designs and to the animations and other things, and plus then you are creating some models to make it like look better. So in our SDK we have developed not only the Web3 tools but also like the traditional tools like the tournaments, matchmaking, and events and achievements. So when they implement our SDK solution, that takes more or less than a week to fully integrate that. They get all these features uh, straight away, and plus they get the wallet, marketplace, NFT eShop, and also they are synchronizing the off-chain and on-chain data. So this tooling system is like, let's say, if they would be doing the same, they would have spent at least $200,000 in 6 months of the work. We're giving this for free at the moment, and we're also helping them to acquire the users through the tournaments that we run constantly. And we are also scouting, let's say, they're doing like user acquisition campaigns for it. For the moment, for instance, we are like very successful on the Telegram, bringing the community to our platform. Therefore, this community is like exposed to their projects. So this is the value proposition, the SDK, and plus the growing number of the players that they are like targeting.
So those are usually the earn to play kind of users, right? That you're targeting.
We have like on the platform currently 35 games. There are like different type of games. Some are multiplayer, some are PC based games, some are like just type of play to earn games and earn games. So I mean we are like not we are allowed we are giving this our solution to uh, anyone interested in bringing their games to the blockchain. And we mentioned that mostly we target small and medium-sized companies, but we're also working with a big publisher that has like 2 billion downloads for their games. But the solution, when we have been like thinking about this SDK-based platform, we were targeting mostly the small and medium-sized companies because we know that they are struggling with the current system on the like traditional market because of the publishers and stuff like that to survive. So this is a new way of also of exposing their projects to to a different type of community. So that was like, let's say, the main motivator for us.
And so how you guys help these guys is basically offering the SDK to connect to your platform, then have additionally a potential extra audience for a user base, and then it's like a performance based model in that sense. So you just take your percentage from whatever transactions
Yeah,
complete.
yeah. So we don't have the subscription based. We don't ask them to pay in advance. So if they're successful, then we're earning, let's say, overall more or less it's like 5% because there are different fees, but more or less 5% from the digital assets that they sell. And yeah, I mean there is no upfront fee. How we help is that also is blockchain gaming is new, let's say, for the game developers. Plus we're helping them like to come up with the right strategy. Of course, it takes like more time, but anyway, we understand that in this stage, it's like you have to work closely with the founders from the game development studios. But hopefully, like it will be like um, more time will pass, and it will be like easier for them to understand also the how to keep the players from the Web3 engaged. But at this stage, we're like working closely and helping them also to understand better the behavior of the Web3 players.
Yeah, and I think that sounds like a very high potential partnership that you guys are setting up, right? Because I think this is also a little bit of the history of play to earn games, which is a lot of kind of blockchain insiders are aware of. Starting obviously with Crypto Kitties, and then evolving into what was the one from the Philippines? I'm blanking out on the name right now.
Axie Infinity.
Actually, Infinity.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think we came kind of full circle with a lot of businesses on the Web3 play to earn model, right? Because it's in the end of the day, it's not about rewarding users. It's about having an amazing game, right? Amazing gameplay, and the rewarding users is just basically, in a way, of course, it's a model to kind of monetize for publishers, but it's also a way to gain users, right? Because there is a lot of competition. There's a lot of other games, and if you can actually provide that advertising budget to rewards and get them started, get them quote unquote addicted on the gameplay, where a party of you can come in, which is kind of like a marketing partner in a way as well. So they connect to your platform, they get the users to try those games out, whereas the actual game development shop can actually focus on the gameplay and make an amazing game. So that sounds like the future indeed.
Yeah, that 100%. So, I mean, we're like also supporting the type of circular economy. So it's like, based on the performance of the game of the users, the let's say reward pool is circulating among the players. And yeah, I mean, if we're talking about some famous like projects, I won't name them, but I know people that were early in that projects. They were like actively supporting and also like trying to contribute to the games, and they did like tens of thousands also in their profit, because they were like it's a, like projects. They're rewarding the early adopters and the guys that can really help with the ideas, or they're strong in the community side and they can support the project. So there are a lot of opportunities also for the Web3 players. And that was the like also the when we are comparing to the Web 2, for instance, I have been playing like one of my favorite games for 3-4 years. Spent more than maybe $5,000 on buying the assets, and one day I got bored. I just deleted the app from my app store, and of course, I will never get anything from that game. On the Web 3, it's like you support the project, you get the NFTs, then you can sell them or rent them or breed them or do whatever you want. So, and if you are early and if the game really succeeds, then you have a lot of chances to succeed with them as well. So I think it's an interesting concept, and also we should keep in mind that more than a third of the overall blockchain activity is coming on the gamified at the moment. So it's growing step by step. There are like big names, as we know, like Ubisoft or others, that are heavily involved already in the Web3, so they cannot ignore, and they're coming and experimenting and bringing their games. And I think it's growing, and with the new wave of a better market, I think there will be a lot of interesting projects coming to the space.
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very exciting times to come. And that's an interesting metric that you're mentioning. Is half of the transactions are coming from gaming. That says a lot. I think not a long a long time ago there was definitely other fields in the crypto that were higher in transactions. So it's an interesting development. So just like kind of looping back in your personal journey, right? So you are working on this since the last few years. I mean, you had different projects in the not only gaming but also in the crypto world, right? I understand you also had one exit. Is that correct in the crypto space?
Yeah, we have developed the type of swap change with the Estonian license in 2019, and we just we were like having like first positive results with this app, and then we exited that app because anyway it is something that requires a lot of expertise in order to bring this type of project to a bigger level. So we prefer to exit and give this opportunity to the company that were like more prepared for this type of journey with this business. So we exited in 2020.
Okay, understood. And just as an entrepreneur, right, and specifically in the crypto space, do you have any recommendations for fellow founders, entrepreneurs, maybe based on your of course, challenges that you overcome to be successful in the space. Do you have any learnings that you might be seeing as worth sharing with the audience?
Sure, yeah. I mean, everybody has like its own experience. For me, like it's important to in my journey to to learn, like to dedicate some time for the learnings. For instance, even we had like been in this space for a long time, like 2 years ago. Anyway, we did the, for instance, acceleration program with 500 global VC. So they also like gave us a lot of interesting materials to learn, and it was an interesting experience for us. So for me, I'm always like trying to find the people that are cleverer than I am, and trying to learn from them. So, and of course, like when you decide to become the entrepreneur, I think your life is changing a lot, so you should be ready for that. So like it's like 24/7 work. And yeah, I mean the guys that are having success, I think behind that success, they've been struggling, and they've been like dedicated to this thing. So if you think that it will be coming like easily, and now you're just thinking to become entrepreneur, it's not so easy. But I believe that if you are like persistent, and if you have like your ideas clear and vision, and you are a hard worker, there are like a lot of opportunities in this space in general.
Just be persistent, work hard, and it's of course a growing space with a lot of innovations, a lot of new opportunities there. But it's also getting a more mature space, I guess, by the minute. It's not like years ago where so many different projects got funding. How did you guys arrange the funding for your own business? Are you guys funded by VC? Did you self fund? How did you guys arrange that?
Yeah, so for the arena games, we started like the first steps that I did. As I said, we have combined the teams. So the first we came up with the MVP with our own resources. Let's say we can call it pre-seed. Then we opened the seed. We opened the seed, and I think we closed in a week the seed round, because we had already like MVP and some first traction. And currently we are funded by several VCs, and we have around up to 10 angels as well in the round. So yeah, in the beginning, I think the first steps, we were lucky that we had the team here that could come up with the MVP. We didn't need the fundraising for that. And then, of course, we raised some funds, and we're now soon moving like to the market, that we will be bringing our token like to publicly to be traded, and preparing for that. So yeah, it was like combination in the beginning, self-funded, and then we raised the funds.
So you will do a token sale as well.
Excuse me?
You guys also do a TGE or?
Yeah. We're like we will be soon releasing the token. It will happen in we are targeting in November. So getting prepared with all the stuff that is related to token, because you know that it's like it requires a lot of work to be done, and yeah, this will be like interesting experience as well. So we're getting prepared for that.
Yeah, for sure. That's something to look out for, maybe for our audience as well. Are you guys going to use any particular launch pad, or how will you distribute the tokens?
Yeah, so we are like we will be having the idea. It will happen in October. We have selected already the idea platforms, and we will have two of them, and they will be like exposing this project to their communities. Our community also will have the opportunity to contribute before listing, and then we will be moving this token to the exchanges. There are several that with whom we are partnering, and yeah, and then there will be a lot of interesting things going on, because we have been working hard also in the summer to announce some interesting partnerships with the big brands, not only from the Web3. And then I think yeah, I mean we need token, because this token is like governing the platform. it's an ecosystem token. So many things like will be related to the to our token. That's why we're releasing the token.
Okay, that is very. So is it like a so governance token? Doesn't mean you guys are also gonna use a DAO structure or?
Yeah, it will be like we will have like voting for the community, but it won't be like a typical DAO. We will be engaging the community to vote. Plus, there will be for the ecosystem token, you will need like token to use the marketplace, need to pay the fees to upgrade your leveling, your status there on the platform. Also to breed the NFTs, to upgrade the NFTs. Plus, we have the circular economy, so to we will be forming the reward pool, and you will need to have the tokens in order to participate in some special tournaments. So yeah, there will be a lot of things going on, and in that, yeah, the Web3 is all about the, at the end about the tokens as well. So we'll have these tokens as well.
Amazing, fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Mika. Highly appreciate it. And for now, thanks everybody for listening and watching. Maybe if you guys can comment and share if you want Mika back on, if anybody has more questions, we can arrange a potential episode too. But for now, thank you everybody, and thanks Mika as well. Goodbye.
Thank you, Robbie. Thank you. Take care.